Alright, so when I bought this boat, I took it out for a test drive, and it was not running on all cylinders, and I pointed that out to the seller, and then when I increased the speed to, or RPM, to over 3,500, then all the cylinders kicked in, so it was an issue. Then I did some research about it, and come to find out that this is a common problem with the old Mercuries with a two-stroke, and that I probably should switch to manual blending of the oil instead of automatic. So this is what Chat GPT answered me. Yes, this is a very common and often smart, reliable upgrade on older Mercury V6 two-strokes. On the early 1990s, 175 horsepower models, many owners delete the oil injection system and run 50-to-1 premix because the original hoses become brittle, and the plastic drive gear / pump system can fail with age. The brittle hose breaking is a major warning sign. So they did give me instructions in writing, not very clear on everything, but I started and trying to do the best I can with what I have. So I have removed, per their instruction, removed the tank inside, the inside compartment, oil compartment, which was up here. I removed that, and the oil hose is going to it. And I just removed the oil pump assembly right here, which came off of here. But it told me to remove all the hoses, but it didn't tell me how to cap the or the kit didn't come with any cap to like, here's the fuel line and here's the oil feed, but it didn't tell me how to cap that. I mean, obviously I can figure it out, but it didn't come with it. All right, so this is the kit that I bought. It's wore out on the text here, but I can put a link in it below if you want to buy something like that. It looks very, very simple, and I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Well, I'll put it on. So the first question I have, as I remove this, you see this used to go in here, right? So I removed this, like it said, and the new kit comes with this. Now, obviously, it didn't say anything about any other parts to remove, but it can't go anywhere. So let me see if this here come out. And it does. So this is helpful. Oh, wow. Okay. I assume that has to come out. And then it came with an O-ring. I think that's gonna go right here in the groove. So let me put this one on. And it has a slot on one side. Don't know which side it's supposed to go on, but let's give it a try and see what happens. Okay, it's hitting something here. Let me turn it around and see if it can go in this way. Nope. Still hitting something right there. Okay, I'm gonna push it a little harder. Okay. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. I don't want to screw anything up. So I tried to, we're gonna look inside. I got a little light here to see if there's a reason why there is a slot cut out on this, and also why it's so hard to push in. Let's see if we can see any obstacles. And This is what I'm looking at. And shining a little light. I do not see any reason, so I'm just gonna go ahead and push it a little harder. Actually, it does look like there's a little bit of a slot, like going up and down. So I think this side is gonna go like this. So I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna move this away a little bit. Still tight to push in though. Okay, it went in. It's not 100% right yet. Okay, there we are. Now I'm gonna put the screws in, and that should do it. So back to the issue with the capping off the oil inlet into the fuel line. Yeah, I could replace the hose from here to here, or I could cut off these two and merge them with a brass fitting. Is it brass? Yeah, I think it's brass. Or probably the simplest thing I can come up with is to cut this one here off, and then there. And I'll find a screw, put in here, and a hose clamp. Alright, a pretty long screw, so it's not even gonna go all the way down, but pushing it down as far as it goes, and screw this tight. Alright, so on this one, on the switch, so this obviously is supposed to work like if it's up, then it's low on oil. No, wait, then you have a lot of oil. If it's down, it's low on oil, so the alarm will go off if it's in that position. So I follow the wires. The black one here goes just grounded up here, and the blue one is going over here. But to find out if it need to remain open to keep the alarm from going, or if it needs to be closed to keep the alarm going, I'm not sure yet. But I have to cut it off, and then I can take my multimeter and test this switch and figure it out. So now when these get put together, it should beep, which it does. So I'm gonna hook these to the switch. So when this is in down position, wait, the alarm goes off. So down position is empty. When it's in up position, it's quiet. So to keep it quiet, meaning I don't need to have it need to be left wide open, not connected at all. That should quiet the alarm. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna make sure it stays quiet by pulling this up a little bit. No, just doing that, and then just capping it off with the tape. Alright, so before I can start it again, I need to have the oil mixed into it, and it is connected directly to the tank that's built into the boat. I don't know how much gas is in it, so I don't know how much oil to put in it. So I guess the only way for me to figure that out is to pump out the gas that's in there and then start all over again. Maybe that gas is still usable. It probably is, but because it was running when I test drove it. But again, I'll make an evaluation then. All right, so I disconnected the fuel line to the motor, and here's the fuel line open to the tank. So I'm going to pump it into here to see first if it's any debris or anything coming out, and then hopefully it can siphon itself out because this is lower than the tank is. We'll see. We'll give it a try. Yeah, seems to be working. It looks clean, so therefore I'm gonna go ahead and fill this one here up first, and then find some other tanks if I need to. I don't have no idea how much is in it.